take two on this video. I don't know why I keep screwing up, but hi guys. Hi again. Happy Wednesday. Middle of the week. Week's almost over already again. It's great. I saw a couple robins out in my yard. It was the day before the storm started. So they were out there flipping leaves and digging and flipping leaves and digging. I don't know if they knew if a storm was coming, but I'm looking at them going, guys, she's like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Coming here before a snowstorm? Is there something wrong with you guys? I remember last year, my brother and sister-in-law, um, they came early and they were finding dead robins in their driveway and in their yard and stuff. And it was because they came too early. They were freezing to death. So I don't understand. Maybe there's something that I might research that. I might just research it. Yes, because I mean, it must be a thing. It couldn't have been like an isolated incident. I don't mean to laugh, but my goodness, my goodness. What else was I gonna say? Oh, we have another storm coming. Whoo! Ooh, I got something in my eye. Not as bad as the last one, but still, it's a little bit. Um, Here in Canada, we always have what we call our last hurrah in the winter, and I think this storm that just passed, holy crap, guys, there was so much snow, and I believe it was our last big hurrah. I hope so anyway. Luckily enough, this time around, someone actually came and plowed my driveway out. Oh gosh, I was so thankful. It's not like I had to go out and shovel it because I can't. One of my arms is not. I can use it, but it's like, yeah. Anyway, my poor kid though. I felt so bad for him because it's they call it heart attack snow. Now I know shoveling any kind of snow can give you a heart attack, but this stuff is so heavy that yeah, they were calling it heart attack snow and to take a lot of breaks and this and that. So I was very thankful to see that plow come in my driveway yesterday because really I was concerned. Like I was like, oh my god, my kid's gotta go out and shovel all that. No, but yeah, um, he's 28, 29. No, sorry, he just turned 29 in January. So he's one of those millennial entitled. Yeah, he's definitely one of those. He was born in 1997. So yeah, he's quite entitled, and he's I mean, he's got a job. It's a part-time job, but it's a job. It's better than sitting back and doing nothing. Yes, he sits up there in his room and he yells at his um PlayStation. I'm gonna say laptop. I don't know why. Yep. So which kind of brings me to this video. It's about when Face. Now, I let you guys know that I was going down a little bit of the rabbit hole with Face on Mickey Mouse Fans page on Face playlist. So far, I've only watched, well, up to this one, and then I watched two, I think it was two recent ones where she wanted pictures or videos taken down off of Reheated Tea's page because they were quote unquote friends now. Um, it took me a little while of watching to realize what was fucking really going on, and I'm sure I still don't even know fully. She likes to say stuff about her parents a lot. It's always the boo-hoo, woe is me, can't do nothing. And I understand, like, being in that kind of position, I could understand where the depression and the ho-hum, woe is me comes from because honestly, and I'm being completely transparent here, if it was me, I'd had plenty of days where I felt sorry for myself. And I'm sure that there's days where anybody that's in a wheelchair or is quadriplegic or paraplegic or anything like that does have times where they feel sorry for themselves, and that is completely understandable. But at the same time, I see people, okay, I know people that are in the same position as Faith, okay? And they are the most happiest fucking people I know. All right? Because because they made the best of what cards they were dealt. You know? A person can only other people can only help certain people, and then there comes to a point where, okay, we can't help this person anymore because they're not willing to do anything to help themselves. Okay. um Faith could be upset about a lot more serious things than what she's upset about, and from what I'm gathering, okay, from what I'm seeing so far, it's about, number one, it's about getting her way. Okay. She keeps saying, oh, I can't leave the nursing home because my parents won't let a caretaker come in the home. Well, why would they? They're your caretakers. If they wanted a break and wanted caretakers in their home, they would get caretakers in the home. But, Faith, your parents are more than happy and willing to care for their child. Is it the way you want to be cared for? Probably not. Why? Because you're acting like an entitled little brat. Okay? If that's how you act all the time at home, no wonder you're having a hard time with your parents. Um, I was a caregiver for 2 years with my dad, full time. Couldn't go outside, I couldn't do anything. Um, I didn't complain, not once. Uh, he was dying of cancer, but even before we found out he had cancer, I was his full time caregiver because he had heart problems and other problems, and he just declined quickly. And when we think he couldn't decline any further, we found out that he had lung cancer and he wanted to stay at home, do palliative care at home, and I had to care for him. Um, I would give anything, and I mean anything, back to have one day of caring for my dad again, you know? My mom, I love my mom to pieces, but she lived in another province for a lot of years, and we didn't have the relationship that my dad and I have. I'm sorry if I'm rambling, you guys, but this kind of gets to me because um, Faith doesn't know how much worse off she could be, because the only complaint she has is not being able to bring the caretaker in. Get over it, child. Get over it. Okay? Just get the fuck over it. Your parents are more than willing to take care of you. You say they don't take care of you? I call bullshit. I say they're not letting you get your way all the time. And entitled people like her like to cry, oh, my parents are so terrible. Okay, shut up, because, like I said, I have a son. I have an entitled fucking son. And um, whenever I won't do something for him, or whenever I won't give him something, just because I don't have it, or because that's not my responsibility, um, he goes upstairs and he talks mad shit about me to his friends online. I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck are they? I don't care. I'll probably never meet them. They're like, they live in other countries and shit, right? But yeah, something as simple as, oh, hey, mom, can you give me a joint? You're like, no. Fix your own fucking joints. Like, you know, if you want to eat, there's a fridge full of food and cupboard full of food and everything else. If you want this, it's here. But you, my son, no, you're not smoking my fucking weed. But anyways, that makes him mad. He thinks he's entitled to that. He thinks he's entitled to a lot. Okay. And he's not even he's fully able bodied. Okay. So again, this has to do with faith, it has to do with money, it has to do with getting her way, and it has to do with her parents not letting her get her way. Now, is there a particular reason why Faith wants a caregiver to come to the house? There might be, but I can't. I don't know. I've never seen. I mean, I got lots more to watch, but her parents seem like pretty decent people. The little bit I did see of them. Um, Again, I just think she's acting like an entitled brat. That is more, especially in this video, guys. I saw it, and this is why I'm doing it, because the other videos, I was kind of feeling bad for her. And then I just like started watching more. And it's like Lori, okay? You don't really know what's up until you start watching a little more and watching a little more. Faith, she's a little harder for me to figure out, but this video here just speaks volumes. It's a little bit of a long one, so if you want to hang around, awesome. I love you for that. If you don't, hey, I love you anyway. All the same, it's okay. But I'm hearing a lot of people wanting to help her with resources, and then she doesn't even let these people talk. Like, there was this one girl that got up in the box and said, "Well, Faith, do you know of any resources?" Da 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 da. Faith just completely ignores what this woman says, and then keeps entertaining the negative comments in her chat. And it's all about money. Money this, money that. She answers all the questions that have to do with money, money, money. Or it's always, my parents don't take care of me. And she cries abuse and all of this other stuff. Now, again, I don't know what's going on in Faith's home, but I just don't see abuse happening at all. And again, I've only seen her parents a couple times. I still have a lot to watch, so I'm going to see more as the time goes on. But this is where I'm like, listen, I don't care how disabled you are an ungrateful little brat. It's plain and simple. That nursing home is not taking adequate care of her. I mean, she could be looking at them going, no, I don't want a bath. No, I don't want this. No, I don't want that. They can't force it on her, right? So in this video, her hair is all over the place. She's like, rubbing her nose up into her hair and stuff. And and her reasoning for not wanting to go home over and over and over is either she's abused, they don't do nothing for her, or they won't let a caregiver come in the home. Which, if it was me and I was able to take care, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to. Nobody else in the house either. That's just the person I am. Yeah. So she's very ungrateful, and all she's worried about is money and unrealistic thoughts. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Hopefully, you guys can stick around and watch. If not, I completely understand. If you don't want to, I completely understand. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Hey there, guys. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone is having a great day. Well, it looks as if Faith is not having a good day.
Not at all.
She went live about 8:30 this morning. She's mad at her parents. She's upset. Let's take a look and see what's going on.
Now, before I start this, she's going to start to fucking cry, and then all of a sudden there's a knock at her door, and the nurse has her drinks to go with her breakfast. But she went from about to breakdown to, well, you'll see.
What's up?
See? You see how she shut that down real quick?
Hey.
It's just your drinks for breakfast.
Thanks. I just need to be able to run away. I have a week and a half.
So I don't think this is real. I don't think the tears and the upset is real. I don't discriminate. She's in a wheelchair. That is what it is. It's the cards that was dealt to her. I said that earlier. But when it comes to like being a brat, being an asshole, fake this, listen, I don't care. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. Listen, stop being a brat. All right, I'm gonna say it, and like, maybe I shouldn't say it. The Tammy in me wants to, but something's telling me not to say it. I'm not gonna say it. All right, I'm sorry. I have to say it. But is her tears disabled too? Because I don't see none.
My parents don't care. And it makes me so sad.
I didn't mean that in a condescending way, you guys. That's just the sarcastic bitch in me. First off, you are a person. Second off, I don't believe that you're being treated like shit, except for by people on the internet.
Stop doing what, Alicia? Fuck off. You have 7 followers.
See, and like, she has a lot of trolls in there. Hold on, coffee sip. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so she's being a complete twat to the people in her chat, and I'm sure. And listen, I know that they're tearing her apart, but she's entertaining it. So honestly, I don't feel bad because sometimes people use the trolls to their advantage, and that's what she's doing.
Like, grow up. I'm allowed to be sad. Fuck you. I'm crying because I'm crying because that's all I can do.
Girl, you can do whatever you set your mind to within your disability's limits, which I'm going to say it, I think you're limiting yourself way more than you should be because I believe that you can do way more than you want to.
I don't need a bitch. Fuck you.
See, like, what the hell? She's just sitting there feeding off the negative comments and just feeding off them. And from what I understand at this point, her parents are home redoing her room. So that's another reason why this is kind of pissing me off.
I did. He doesn't even know where to put me. I'm just done. No, Johnny, it's actually not the measure of happiness. It's the measure of survival, bro.
See? You want to go around with that fucking attitude and put that out in the universe? That's what the universe is going to bring you.
That's how dumb you are.
That too.
Everyone needs money to live. This isn't a
See? There we go. There's the word.
life, bro.
Guys, I have more tears coming out my eyes from just yawning. Holy crap.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. My parents don't care. They won't help me with anything. They won't help me. Like, at least take me out to lunch, come see me, do any of that shit. They just sit wherever they are and do nothing.
Okay, Faith, I'm sure they're sitting around on their furniture at home, not giving a fuck about you. Okay? Now, let's just stop.
They don't give a fuck about me at all.
I call bullshit.
So sickening.
And again, from a parent whose child talks mad shit about them, because my kid does. My boy, he does. He does not like me for the most part. And it's because I was not his friend growing up. I was his mom. Okay? He's 29 now. Don't get it twisted. I'm still your mother. But he doesn't seem to want to do the friend thing now that he's, now that he's older. He's just an idiot.
No, simply I didn't. That's what you guys don't understand. And if you would like, I can explain it. No, I didn't want to go there. I only went because my parents won't allow a caregiver in the house. No.
I don't know, man. Like, do you want to know what I think? I don't know. My opinion really doesn't matter, but I'm just going to say what I think at this very given moment in time. I think that her, she did so much complaining and at home and gave her parents such a hard time and said stuff that her parents didn't like and was like, yeah, you want to see what shitty care looks like? Here, let's put you here. Possibility.
I didn't want to stay away. I wanted to have a caregiver in the fucking house.
See, I can recall her saying that she did want to get out of there. It was voluntary. Because everybody needed a break. So I don't know what she's talking about here.
Instead, I wanted to stay away. I wanted to have a caregiver in the fucking house.
But why?
Instead, what's up?
Are you eating breakfast?
No, thank you.
Huh?
No, thanks.
Oh. Take the three out. Oh. Take the three out. We're gonna leave this tray in her face in case you change your mind, okay?
Okay.
I'll sit over here by you. You make it hungry, okay? It's biscuits and gravy and sausage, eggs, and oatmeal, okay? Looks good.
Wow.
You might want to eat it while it's hot, all right? All right.
Thank you.
Right there, she should be getting offline and calling that nurse back in and saying, can you please pull my hair back and eat that hot food? And that would make her feel a whole bunch better. But no, she wants to feel miserable, I feel. People.
Yes, I came to the nursing home because I wasn't allowed to have a caregiver in the house.
So, there you go. You left because you couldn't get your way.
Understand that. I don't even want to eat.
Oh.
Yes, I am. I am genuinely happy here.
No, you're not.
Stay. I'm not allowed to stay. Morning, Wish. Yes, Meg, I know. What do you mean? I'm not getting breakfast in bed, you idiot. My breakfast is next to me. That's the only way I can eat, you fucking asshole.
Wow.
No, I can't go.
I bet you that person just said that to make her feel better. Not to make fun, but to make her feel better. Well, look at that. A hot breakfast in bed.
Because they're just gonna make
I could be
my life
wrong,
a living
but
hell. That's what mental and emotional abuse is.
her parents are putting her through emotional abuses.
Yes, they are. No, I don't. Because they chose to take care of me. I didn't ask them to. Especially not for this fucking long.
What?
Wow.
Right?
That is so ungrateful. Her parents chose to take care of her. And she didn't ask them to, and not this long.
And they didn't ask to be parents to a disabled, ungrateful little brat. They seem to be okay with the fact that she's disabled. But the fact that she's an ungrateful brat, I don't think they like that very much.
Some parents would have chose not to take care of her.
Exactly.
Or some children that, some parents just can't deal with it.
No.
And they give their children up. They put them in homes. They have people that come in and take care of them, and they have no...
I don't mean to interrupt there, Mickey Mouse fan, but when I was caring for my dad, where was I going with this? Never mind. I'll have to remember.
Attachment to them at all. Here is a set of parents that are constantly taking care of her, day in, day out.
Yes, I was constantly taking care of my dad, day in, day out. But I'm telling you, for 2 years of me caring for him, he was the most nicest, most gentle, I'm telling you, like, for somebody that was in his position, and he probably did it for me. And even if he had to pretend, he pretended he was happy, thankful. I just can't take this sort of baloney because she's very much living, okay? She's very much living a life, and she can live a good life if she wants to. There's people out there that want. Okay, just chill out for a second, Tammy. All right. There's people out there that want to live a full and happy life, but they can't, not because they're disabled, but because they're dying. And this shit makes me sad because I was that caregiver, but my dad made sure that he made my job so easy. Even when he was in pain, he was polite, grateful, thankful. And I'm having a hard time with this girl right now.
And not only physically caring for her, but financially caring for her, because it goes way beyond the check that they get for being a caregiver, because they have had to pay off several loans of thousands of dollars that Faith has taken out. So in a sense, they have bailed her out financially in holes that she has gotten herself into, and she shows no gratification. No gratitude.
None at all.
She keeps saying that she doesn't want to go back home, right? But I don't know if some of you know that there is a company, a contracting company, I guess it is, that is totally remodeling her room while she's at the nursing home for 30 days in exchange for Faith to advertise for them, to promote them, right? So while she's there at the nursing home, they are at Faith's house, at her parents' house, totally remodeling her.
Do you see what I mean? Like, that girl is sitting there and has so much to be thankful for, and she's acting like this.
Room in aspect for her to come home and promote their business. So if Faith does not go home, who pays for that? Who's going to promote their business? Then what do they in turn charge for the work that they did because there's no promotion on Faith's end? Wow. And she knows this. She knows. She agreed to this. And then the whole while, she's there saying she doesn't want to go back home, knowing that her room's being done. Faith flip-flops every day. She wants to go home. She doesn't want to go home. She doesn't want to be
I
at the nursing
noticed
home.
that.
She does. Ugh. Jeez.
I really did notice that.
I'm allowed to have a bad day. Honestly. Because the contract is up. If they had assisted living, I would already be here. Why am I not allowed to be sad? TikTok is the only community I have. Okay? I don't have anything else. The only way I've gotten through these 3 weeks is because of you guys, no matter if you hate me or not. I'm having a bad day because my parents do not give a ever flying fuck.
Stop blaming your parents for your misery.
How I'm feeling, what I feel, when.
Just stop blaming them for your misery. You know what? Like, no amount of caretakers in the world is going to help you mentally. They just help you physically. It's time to stop.
I'm hurting, not about my life, how I'm feeling, what I feel, when. I'm hurting, not about what I feel, when. I'm hurting, none of that. And even when I ask them to give it, they just don't care. They don't care.
You'll have to forgive me, guys. That screaming. At first, I thought it was like the nursing home parrot or something in the hallway, but I guess it's a person. So forgive me.
No, I don't, Jay. I don't have any respect for people that limit me so much.
You limit you.
Yeah, they needed a break, that's fine. But you don't get to treat your daughter like absolute dog shit.
I don't think they do.
I never said I didn't want therapy. I have to get out first.
Wow.
Mama, that's someone else screaming. I don't know.
No, you don't need to get out.
Yes, I did. And I don't. They're just mentally and emotionally unkind.
Yeah.
They laugh in my face and they make me feel.
I don't think they laugh in your face. Faith, I think you're such a liar. I'm sorry, but you're a fucking liar. I think and I think that you give them such a hard time that they're having a hard time keeping things kind with you.
inadequate and they make me feel small. I shouldn't have to feel those things.
Ugh.
At 28 years old, it's a dangerous cycle of mental and emotional abuse.
I don't think so.
That's just it. I know. Katie, and I want to give them that. I want to give them peace. But I deserve to be treated like a human being and not just settle for being in a fucking nursing home. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna settle.
Whoa. But didn't you say you wanted to do that? Girl.
For that. I'd rather die.
Oh my God.
Guys, do you think I was like this my whole entire life? I was actually a really nice kid. I listened to everything they said. I did everything they asked. And look where it got me. Yeah, they can be tired, but they can't tell me. They can't not be.
Being a mom of a child that's her age, I know just what the fuck's going on.
Considerate, and they just lost all empathy and kindness and caring and understanding.
No, they're fucking fed up.
And it's a bullying situation, and I don't like it. I don't.
Now, none of us really know what the situation is, right?
No.
Because we don't live there with her.
Right.
But we do see how they treat her and how she talks to them,
Yep.
right? In small fragments
Mhm.
while she's alive. We can see how they help her.
Yep.
We can see how she reacts and talks to them, right? And I think that they are fed up
Thank you.
with the way that she treats them and talks to them. I saw the video where her mother was making the bed and she said all she wanted from Faith was appreciation, respect.
Yeah, see, I didn't see that yet. I don't think. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still on October something, 4 months ago.
A thank you, and I don't think that they are emotionally abusing her. But hey, I'm not there, right? But I think that Faith doesn't understand that you get what you give. Right?
That's right.
If she's disrespecting them and talking to them disrespectfully and treating them a certain way, well, you can't expect them to.
They're gonna sling that same energy back, and not meaning to, but that's just the mood you set.
You be on 100 peachy keen and nice and rosy attitude all the time.
Right.
Like being bullied. I can respect them, but also think they're a dick. No, they haven't sacrificed. They chose to. It's not a sacrifice. I'm their daughter. They chose to do this.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Hold on.
It's a choice.
The attitude all the time.
Like being bullied. I can respect them, but also think they're a dick. No, they haven't sacrificed. They chose to.
Whoa, okay, so every single parent in this world, with exceptions to people like Lori Jones, sacrifice so much for their kids, and for the kid to not realize it. Like I said, millennials, I don't know, was there something wrong with us as parents? I don't know, but Yeah, they sacrificed. It wasn't a choice. They didn't sit back and wish that you had a disability when you were born. It's not a choice. Just like you being in a wheelchair is not a choice.
It's not a sacrifice. I'm their daughter. They chose to do this.
Yes, parents sacrifice things for their kids. She's making me mad.
It's their choice. I understand they're just as tired as me, and I want to give them their life, but I'm not going to sacrifice mine just to give them theirs.
You're not going to sacrifice your life just to give them theirs. They're not asking for that. You need to sacrifice your fucking attitude so you can go home and be a grateful daughter to your parents who have sacrificed pretty much their whole lives for you. Well, not their whole lives, but you get what I'm saying.
Red, why are you saying wow? You know, one day, someone
The same reason the rest of us are like, wow.
is going to feel the same way about someone else. And who knows, maybe your kids may be angry and frustrated with you. That can happen. I know you're a parent, and that's great. But you can't just say that I'm not allowed to be angry.
This is all for the sake of
Yes,
money.
Katie, they could have, and they didn't. I wish they did. At this point, I know you didn't say that. And I'm not saying you said that. I'm just saying that people need to realize that my parents are not kind. They're not kind.
They don't let you get your fucking way.
A lot for me physically, but everything else they shit on me for.
They shit on you, do they?
My mom laughed in my face when I said I wanted to go to physically, but everything else they shit on me for. My mom laughed in my face when I said I wanted to go to. They shit on me for go to Austin for my appointment. She laughed. When they're no longer here, I'm going to be.
Well, if she laughed, that was uncalled for, but at the same time, it's unrealistic, Faith.
Really, really happy and really successful because I love them. They cared for me the best they could, but I can live my life and I don't have to be infantilized.
Okay, so Faith, from where I stand, you can't live a happy, normal life on your own. You can't do it with help.
That's the right word. Yeah, I may be.
You're miserable.
But it's only because they've held me down for so long.
And you're not miserable because you're disabled. Because you don't know any other way, honestly. You're just miserable, again, because you can't get your own way and everything's about money, 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 and woe is me.
No, I don't. This is my life. Kathy, I thought way more about my parents, but no, this is my life.
Oh, here we go with the looping.
Kathy, I thought way more about my parents, before TikTok became an app. In fact, the way I felt was 10 times worse. It's gotten a lot better, but the way I felt was 10 times worse.
Faith, I don't think the way that you feel is other people's faults. I think you need therapy, counseling, something.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
they did everything for me. But you guys don't understand. I'm 28 years old. Who wants to live with people that don't treat you well?
That's what my son says too.
Shut up. I'm not entitled at all.
Yes, you are.
Actually, I have a right to be able to live and be happy and live where I choose and be in a place I'm.
Yes, Faith, you have that right, but your body nor your mind has the ability to do so.
Want to be. And if you guys cared, you would spend less time bitching and more time encouraging. That's just it.
People aren't going to encourage you to go into a situation that could possibly harm you or won't work out for you. They don't want to see you set yourself up for disappointment. I'm sure you've already come to terms with your disability. I don't know what is going on with you. It seems like you're there's regression there. Like the older you get, the less disabled you think you are. No, it doesn't work like that. And I totally understand how you must feel not being able to go out and do the things that non-disabled people do. I totally get that, and I do feel bad for that. But this is deeper than that. I don't think you're miserable because of that. I think you're miserable because you, again, can't get your friggin' way. And you're keeping yourself in this miserable box, cycle, whatever.
I'm crying without it saying wish list in bio, you asshole. Why do you care?
Why are you entertaining every one of those negative comments, Faith?
I'm not entitled.
Yeah, you are.
I have rights. That's what it is.
Entitled.
I have rights, dumb bitch.
Oh my God.
I have Medicare and Medicaid. Okay? That's what I have.
Sorry, guys. I gotta go get my ice.
Hey, Brandy. No, I don't. I have the right to live in a safe place.
You are in a safe place.
Where I can afford to live is not safe. I have a right to live with people my own age, live in a safe environment.
What do you want to go live in a frat house?
Live in a happier environment and be cared for. That is my basic human right. No, my parents are evil people. They will always be evil people as long as I live with them. They're evil.
What, bitch? I can't believe she just said that. Sorry, guys, if my mic made noise. I had to move it.
I'm not wrong for that behind the screen. Yes, nurse, they do. That's what I'm getting at. Kelly, are you not paying attention? I said I had to go to the nursing home because my parents don't allow a caregiver in the damn house.
You had to? No, you didn't have to. And you said it before. You chose to. You volunteered to.
Yes, right, Wanda. I am. Hey, Running, they're not going to be here, and I guarantee you I will be a lot more successful and a lot less stressed.
Okay, so this is just a thought that crossed my mind, and I'm probably wrong, but I might not be. But does anybody else think that the reason that she's there to begin with is because they want to redo her room? And they just needed a place for her to stay while her room was being redone? And she's just milking it for all it's worth?
They did their life. They had their life. They chose to care for me, and I'm grateful for it. But right now, it doesn't matter to me.
No, of course not.
You tell me that not being here is selfish. So
Huh?
them not being here is also selfish. But they chose to be here.
What?
They chose to care for me, and now they're fucking giving up.
I don't believe that.
So selfish. But they chose to be here.
What?
They chose to care for me, and now they're fucking giving up. Jen, you're so stupid. Like, I'm really sorry. You're really stupid.
You're not really sorry at all.
Cavish, I didn't give them that choice. They chose to do it because they didn't care.
What?
They don't care about my happiness. They never have. Everything that I've ever wanted to do, I've had to do myself.
Everything that you've had to do yourself, but yet your parents have been caring for you since you were born. Think about what you're saying here, girlfriend. Just think about it. Try not to be mean here, but man.
My parents never cared. They physically care for me, but that's it.
You know, maybe it's because you are miserable. Like, you're just a miserable human fucking being. Do you ever think, like, maybe you're treating them like fucking shit?
Just because your parents are great and you lost your parent and you miss them doesn't mean mine are great and kind people. Because they're not.
But life isn't all about you. See, I'm getting mad now. Because now she's talking parents and grateful and this and that. You know what? Even on my dad's worst day, he would look over at me because I had the hospital bed set up right here in the living room with me. And he would look over and be like, "Hey, Tam." I'd be like, "What? What's up, Dad?" "Thank you." "Well, thanks for what?" Just for being you. Like, but my dad was brought up in a whole different era, and yeah, I just can't with this one.
You're. Oh my god. Quest, you're an idiot. You truly are. Because I didn't run out. I didn't have a choice, you dumb asshole.
Wow.
Gigi, fuck you. I'm
Wow.
grateful I'm not yours. Fuck you. You don't know what abuse is like. In my shoes. Fuck you.
Oh my god. Unfucking believable. Sorry guys. I mean to blow my nose in your ear. Anyways, guys, I think we got the whole point, or I sent the whole point across of what this was all about. I do have a little bit left to watch of it, but man, this one's just a doozy for me. And yeah, I'm kind of curious as to how things are going to go from here. Don't know when she goes back home, any of that shit. Anyways, I'm still going to watch the playlist. And I may do some commentary. Who knows? You guys can let me know, I guess. Like, is faith not like an interest for you guys? I mean, I can cover other people, but I'd have to go down the rabbit holes and watch, right? Yeah, and I don't mind doing that, but you know, Lori's not putting much out for. Lori's not putting out. No, she's keeping to herself pretty much for the most part, except for her stupid little videos. I don't watch. I watch when Mickey does the stupid videos of the day, but yeah, I don't go. I don't, not for the most part. I don't go back and watch, but um, if there's any, if there's anyone that you guys want to suggest, like that I cover, feel free to suggest. I can't promise that I will, but hey, the point of having a YouTube channel, I think, is to impress your subscribers, right? And I want to keep y'all happy. I want to keep y'all smiling, keep y'all whatever. But yeah, you can let me know if you want. And if you stuck around for this 29 minutes and 54 seconds, which I probably turned into 2 hours. If you stuck around, thank you very much. And I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you soon. Bye.